We've all been there, right? Staring at some crazy, deeply nested SQL query that's just a total nightmare to read and forget about trying to maintain it.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. People call this spaghetti code for a reason. It's just a tangled mess of logic. It's a huge pain point for pretty much anyone working with data. But the good news is there's a much cleaner and more powerful way to structure your queries.
So let's bring in the hero of the day, the common table expression, or as you'll almost always hear it called, a CTE.
Okay, so what exactly is a CTE? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like a temporary view. It's basically a named result set that you create on the fly, and it only exists for the single query you're running. This lets you chop up really complex logic into these neat, manageable sequential blocks. And the best part? No permanent storage. It's just pure clarity right when you need it.
And check out how simple the syntax is. You just kick things off with the with keyword. Then you give your little temporary result set a name, something that makes sense. And finally, you just define your query right inside the parentheses. That's it. This simple setup gets you thinking top-down, which feels so much more natural than that crazy inside-out logic you have to wrestle with when you're using subqueries.
Now, this is where it gets really powerful. These benefits, they all feed into each other. When you name and separate parts of your query, you're doing more than just making it pretty. You're actually creating these self-contained logical blocks. And that makes your code so much easier to debug, to maintain, and hey, even to reuse pieces of it later in the same query. Okay, but simplifying queries is just the beginning. CTEs have the superpower. They can do recursive queries, and that's something a standard subquery just can't touch. This one feature opens up a completely new world for what you can do in SQL. So let me ask you this. How would you handle something like a company org chart? The CEO at the top and then all the managers and the reports all the way down. It's a classic data challenge, right? Well, recursive CTEs are the standard, and honestly, the most elegant way to solve exactly this kind of problem, traversing these tree-like structures. Let's break down how this magic works. A recursive CTE has two key pieces. You've got the anchor member. That's your starting point. Think of it as the top of the tree, like the CEO in our org chart example. Then you have the recursive member. This is the part that does the heavy lifting. It loops over and over, joining back to the CTE itself to find the next level down, so all the direct reports. It just keeps on looping until it's walked through the entire hierarchy. Now, I'll be honest, this recursive stuff can be a lot to wrap your head around at first. It's totally normal if it doesn't click right away. So seriously, if you have any questions at all about how the anchor and the recursive parts play together, just drop them in the comments below. We'll help you out. All right, so CTEs are obviously pretty powerful, but that brings up a really important question. When should you use a CTE versus, say, a subquery or a view or even a temp table? Because at the end of the day, it's all about picking the right tool for the right job. And this table here lays out the trade-offs perfectly. You see, CTEs are your absolute go-to when you're trying to organize one big, complex query. Subqueries, they're fine for those quick, single-use transformations. Now, views are for when you have logic you know you're going to reuse across a bunch of different queries. And finally, temp tables. Those are for when you need to store some intermediate results for your whole session, not just one query. Here's a great rule of thumb you'll hear from a lot of experienced developers. Always start with a CTE. Why? Because of its readability and simplicity. Only if, and this is a big if, you hit a specific performance problem and you can prove that a temp table is faster, should you even consider switching. Otherwise, don't take on that extra overhead. It's just not worth it. Okay, let's bring this all together and look at the bigger picture, because this really does lead to a new way of thinking about SQL. See, CTEs aren't just another handy tool anymore. They're much bigger than that. They represent a real shift in how we write SQL, a move towards code that's more maintainable, more logical, and ultimately more powerful. They're a fundamental building block for any modern SQL developer. And if there's one thing you take away from this, it should be this question. Are you just writing queries to pull some data, or are you designing logic? Using CTEs really pushes you towards the second one. You start thinking about building clear, efficient data logic. And that shift in mindset, it's subtle, but it is incredibly powerful. So, if this helped you untangle some of your own SQL messes and maybe see a clearer path forward, we'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. It really does help us make more guides just like this one. Thanks so much for watching.